look at GeekFam's composition, Edith Romer can certainly work because remember, Hayabusa will basically be his movement will be nullified by the CC coming out from the Onward and the Earth Shatter. Rexlona, though, now with the final pick, it's going to be the Popol and Koopa, adding a little bit more range to the composition. And let's see, yeah, Amy is going to be playing the Sun, and it's going to be Pi on that Edith.
Wow, looking at the drafts here, it's so split pushy type here from the side of Alterego. Can GeekFam find the rotations, find the right rotations? Because with Sun and Popol and Koopa on your enemy side, the laning from the sides is going to be nasty because they clear so damn fast.
Yeah, I mean, the issue coming in with the composition of GeekFam is they are looking for a very strong pick-off type of strategy. Now, the issue is who are their clear targets, right? Popol is actually quite a versatile gold laner. I think it will be very difficult to be able to pick her off just that easily, especially with the Sun, the Cho, the Lilia, as well as that Edith. It's not going to be easy to do.
Yeah. Completely. So perhaps we are ready here for game number 1, GeekFam and as well as Alterego. Mirko, take it away.
All right, man, it's time to get straight into the portal to the Land of Dawn. But quick predictions from both of you. Eterna, you first, Alterego or GeekFam?
Alterego.
Alterego, we're gonna get straight into the Land of Dawn first before we get into Gani's prediction. Are you guys ready? Both of the drafts have been set, our predictions as well, but it will all come down to the execution of both of these teams, where Alterego, Amy, has went for a very unique battle, emblem there.
Yeah. With a jungler emblem here. So Amy, oh, you can see here, Pi. And outside, almost. But yeah, again, speaking of composition, I gotta say, GeekFams has the more solid composition here.
Why so?
Well, they have CC, they have Burst in high end as well as Kagura, and their pick-off game potential in that Selena is crazy. They have also insurance in that Clint. So it's a more well-rounded draft if they can translate it into the Land of Dawn.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be the question, whether or not GeekFam can actually implement it properly into the game. Because if we look at the rotations right now, Alterego is pushing very aggressively into them. And they know Julian is the holder, or the key player in GeekFam, and will be able to actually inhibit the rotations that he can make.
All right, GeekFam though, look at the way they're moving on the map, both of the teams, still very passive, but that first kill on the bottom side was a little bit surprising, considering that Pi is just such a solid XP laner. We don't really expect him to be picked off so early on to the game, but he was on the Edith. The Selena was just playing on that side, which was very unexpected, because usually when we're talking about these aggressive roamers, they play more towards that gold lane. Just literally babysit their gold laners, get them ahead, and use that lead to create more spaces into that early game, into that mid game. But now it is going to be the turtle spawning. First turtle of the game on the bottom side for Alterego this time, because they have pressure there. Rossi trying to clear it away with the help of Rexlona.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this turtle is going to be very imperative to both teams, honestly, because they are kind of playing it for the early. Although it does seem like GeekFam can withstand the pressure and hold it into the late game, especially with the Clint. The issue is, right now, he is getting hard bullied by the Popol and Koopa if the Selena does not rotate towards that area, and that will be another resource spent for the side of GeekFam. And with that in mind, Alterego Esports will actually be able to win on the neutral objectives like they did just now with that turtle.
Yeah, I don't like it. GeekFam, with their composition, they should try to contest, because Hayabusa and as well as Selena is quite strong in the early game, but they seem they don't mind it at all. So Alterego Esports get a neutral objective now. I want to see the follow-up because they are ahead in gold.
They're not using their pickup potential properly, I feel like. The Selena can do much more with the Kagura as well, but Rossi, gotta be careful about this man, dude. The way he plays the game is just so efficient. We've seen very aggressive Chos like Haji back in Blacklist. We've seen R7 as well, but Rossi brings a new shade of Cho, all right? He brings that efficient shade. He doesn't go for the crazy flashy plays, but he's just so good at the timing. When he goes in, when he goes for that flicker play as well.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think he's just waiting for the proper time right now and the proper movement. And once again, Renvi, not being able to, perform as well. Because with this Selena babysitting Clint, knowing that he will be kind of difficult to lane against his Popple and Koopa, it definitely shows here. And now, already 3 resources spent in towards the top side. But honestly, Nino, I feel like he can be able to actually protect this away. And this is going to be another waste of rotations from GEEKFAM.
Yeah, I do agree with that. So they're just hovering each other. Rossi here, trying to find an opening, but not just quite yet.
Yeah, again, Amy jumps in all the way onto Renvi, needs to force that flicker away, but actually it's only Rossi using that flicker to go for the picks. It's going to be actually a lot of damage placed on the Julian, gets picked off the board, and that is a huge mistake. Schwan, what are you doing? He flickers forward for nothing. He goes in for the kill onto the roamer. I think even if he got that kill, would not have been worth it. What was that?
Yeah, see, these are the things that need to be refined from the side of GEEKFAM, and again, it is going to be them actually finding something in the mid side, so finding a little bit of compensation, and that's exactly what GEEKFAM needs to do. But Schwan, my god, what was he doing? I mean, as the gold laner, as the Clint, he needs to be very careful with his positioning. And these little mistakes that were made is going to be very detrimental to the later stages of the game, because we will need them to carry into the late game.
Well, I got a fun fact for you, presented to you by Grab. Ladies and gentlemen, Selena is actually one of the signature heroes from Renvi. We can see it have an impact already in the game very early on, getting 2 kills. 2 kills equals to 100% participation. So far, he has been doing well, but it's time to talk about the items. Look at the Sun. This is someone that you don't want to get lead on, but it's going to be Rossi jumping in with the way the Dragon, going to be able to connect onto the jungler. Instant follow-up from the Earth Shatter will be able to secure that kill, and Alterego takes the lead. A 1,000 gold lead here already, and look at who keeps on getting the kills. It is Rexlona. So the scaling on this composition with Amy free farming and also Rexlona getting the kills, this is gonna get scary.
But to be honest, when we're looking at the playstyle, but wait a minute, something might be brewing here, Mirko.
Yeah, Rossi goes in for the Jikundo, instant follow-up right there's the onward, will be able to connect. Rexlona going in for the flanks only just to zone their opponents as GEEKFAM are just losing control of the game. Alterego, they have a way of forcing their win conditions here, and it turns out Amy, in the early stage, look at what he's doing. He's not even with his team when it goes to roam.
Yeah, Amy here, very, very effective here. Already completing his corrosion scat. So I believe Amy and as well as Julian is so ahead. And again, Pi gets picked off here in the top side.
Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I was about to say that Alterego, they're playing a little more passively. I think they're buying more time, a little more discipline. But I was just about to say discipline, and Pi gets picked off. So I don't know what's going on now with Alterego at the moment. But how they were playing before that happened was that it was very different to what we were used to, what we were used to in Season 8. They were playing a lot more aggressively, but now with this new roster, it seems like they are playing more towards the objectives. They are being able to set up really well on those pickoffs, being able to buy time for them for the proper setup and initiation for these neutral objectives like this next turtle.
Well, they are playing for their win condition here, Eterna. Technically, if we're taking a look at their compositions, they should be the ones losing in the early stage, but Amy has just been free farming. And when you see this monkey go on level 10, it's going to be Rossi jumping in all the way to the way of the dragon. Will be able to connect onto Renvi, but it's only the roamer. Amy jumps in a 1v2. Will be able to chunk Vince down as Rexlona pops the black shoes, just gets the zone in, and Alterego picks up another turret in such a clean way. They are so good at channeling, at chaining these objectives together, and Amy is at the center of that. 0-0-3, but level 11 to Julian's level 9.
Yeah, I like this, right? Alterego Esports, they usually play around Sellyboy as their jungler, the main carry. I mean, he does have the highest kills as well in the game. But now with this new roster, they are playing a little more equally, and each of these players, they're playing well towards their playstyle, and now they will be able to get another objective on the board. It seems like GEEKFAM are trying to mirror that, but with the composition, will they be able to do so?
Amy going for the 1v4 play, not going to be able to survive that one, but that is a lot of space opened up for Alterego to make plays on the bottom side. Rossi goes in for the flicker. Julian, very good read, able to dash away with the shadow, but Alterego are just vicious. You take one turret, we'll take two. The mid and bottom belongs to us.
Okay, well, again, from the lanings here, Alterego, they're winning on lanes and economy, so they're really protecting their game plan. Because take a look at Rossi, 5 assists on this guy, 100% kill participation, and of course Nino is just farming like crazy. This Popol and Koopa is a homework because he did his objective on top side. He moved to the bot side, and there is no stopping on this guy.
Yeah,
Man.
it seems like Alter Ego Esports, they're playing a chess game right now, but whoa, what's this?
Yeah, GeekFam, they're very severely underfed right now. It's time for them to go and order Grab Food code with the MPL ID at Grab. They can get 50% off and maybe get some items on the board with the food that they eat. But it's gonna be Maeve jumping in with the I'm Offended all the way onto Rocky. A lot of damage placed. 3 ultimates pop to get 1 kill. Rex Lona still has the black shoes. Will be able to pop it down as Maves goes in to look for more. Rex Lona still kiting very, very well, but look at how Alter Ego are positioning on the map. Yes, they did get 5 picks for the side of GeekFam, but it's always onto the non-prio members. I mean, aside from Sun, they've only caught Pi and Rossi. These are the frontliners, so Alter Ego still playing really, really well with the composition that they have and with the win conditions that they have followed through from the start till the finish. It's gonna be... Wait a minute, Maves pops the conceal, goes for the damage, but it's actually going to be turned around completely. Rex Lona pops the black shoes. It's gonna be Pi going in for the re-engage, able to get the onward onto Maves, and that's gonna be the kill picked up for the side of Alter Ego. A huge blunder for the side of GeekFam. I don't even know what they wanted to do there. Rossi jumps into the G-Kundo, able to get some damage down. It's gonna be Amy jumping in onto the base. He does not care. This is his debut, and they will end the game in 10 minutes.
My god, the fastest game that we've seen here in MPL Season 9. Alter Ego really stepping up with their new roster, showing us new colors, new light, and this is amazingly beautiful to see.
It's
Screams.
so amazing.
It's so fun. It's so... I'm so happy that we get to hear the yells, the screams, the passion from the players again here,
I
Gavin.
gotta agree with you, but again, Alter Ego, they managed to find success with their composition. They managed to find, again, they know their job task here. Lilia, Cho, Sun, Popo, and Koopa, they all did their task here in game number 1. And GeekFam, even though I like their composition more, but they failed to execute, and that's where Alter Ego just exploits GeekFam in game number 1.
The thing is, when we're talking about GeekFam's composition here, Eterna, is that they need to play in that early game. Selena, they have all these pick composite, they have the pick style of heroes with the Hayabusa as well, but they didn't push the tempo. They weren't the ones proactive. You can see the team who's actually stronger in late game was the one pressing, was the one rotating to these neutral objectives. GeekFam did not have any map pressure aside from that first blood kill.
Yeah, the issue was they put the Selena to babysit the Clint. You know, like, that's the thing, right? Clint is a very strong gold laner, but going against a Popo and Koopa, it is kind of difficult because he loses in range as well as the one and point click stun that the Popo and Koopa has. And therefore, unfortunately, Sprenvy had to babysit and therefore lose the rotations and lose all the neutral objectives on the board. And that's exactly how they lost the early game. And even if they wanted to go for the pick-off strat, who did they want to pick off? It was very difficult.
It is very difficult. Lilia on that Purify
Exactly.
is